You ever had one of those days where getting out of the bed felt like lifting a mountain? Every cell in your body was screaming, not today, and your motivation gone, vanished like the mist in the sun. Alright man, I'm sounding too poetic. Look, but you still have things to do, right? Bills to pay, goals to hit, a life to build. Here's the truth. Motivation is a good feeling, right? No doubt. But it's not a strategy. Because feelings change, but your future, it doesn't care how you feel today. So if you're ready to take control for real, it's on. Put your thinkers on. Discipline is louder than motivation. What do I mean by that? So let me break this down right away. Most people are chasing motivation like it's some golden ticket to success. They watch, pump videos, listen to the high return playlist, scroll past those rise and grind quotes on Instagram, rise and shine. But an hour later, they're still on the couch because motivation is like sugar, a quick hit, a rush, but it fades fast. And if your whole self-improvement plan depends on how you feel, you're already playing a losing game. So you need to shift from chasing motivation to building discipline. Is about doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. I get it, it's not sexy, it's not flashy, but it's real. You want to be something, right? This is what you have to do. There's a Ghanaian proverb that says, wisdom is like a babo tree, however you pronounce it. No one individual can embrace it, right? And discipline is the same way. It can't be built overnight or by one big moment of motivation. It's built daily through structure, through rhythm, through community. Almost forgot the other one, through systems. Many African traditions, discipline wasn't just a personal trait, it was a cultural inheritance. It was how you honor your elders, how you protected your people, how you survived. You couldn't wait for inspiration to plow the fields or raise a village. You had to show up with or without a good mood. That's why relying on motivation is a luxury, but discipline, that's a legacy. All right, let's get into how this actually works. Discipline is not just trying harder, it's a system. My fault, man, the skin. And that system has three parts: habits, structures, vision. Let's break each one down. Habits are your autopilot. When you brush your teeth in the morning, you don't wait until you feel like it, you just do it. Same goes for reading, working out, creating. The more you make it a habit, the less energy it takes to start. That's a gem, that's a trick. Next, structure is how you set up your environment to make the right actions easier. If your phone is buzzing every 30 seconds or your space is just chaos, guess what? You're setting yourself up to fail. Discipline thrives in well-built structure. This is why I always stress this on a lot of these self-improvement videos for you guys, that your environment is everything. And your environment, it gets deep. It's not just about the people you hang around, which is critical, but also just, for example, if you want to read more books, a good thing to do is having a book on your nightstand so when you wake up, a book is in arm's reach. How much easier does it make reading that book when it's that close and convenient? Now, on the flip side, how much harder is it to read that same book if you get up in the morning and that book is all the way out in your garage? Environment. And setting up the right environment for success. Give your brain a break and build routines that you do that work for you. Last part, vision. Vision is your why. It's the picture in your mind that pulls you forward, even on rough days. When your vision is clear, your excuses feel weak. Ask yourself, what version of me am I building? What life do I want to look back on? Hold on to that, especially when the grind gets hard, when the going gets tough. All right, now, let's get real practical. Here are some things that I use and they work, even when I'm tired, uninspired, or I have mental fog. One, y'all probably heard of it, it's the 5-minute rule. Tell yourself only have to do this for 5 minutes. Start the workout, open the book, write the first sentence. You're tricking your brain past the resistance, and most of the time, you'll keep going. 2, identity over emotion. Say this out loud. I'm the kind of person who shows up, even when it's hard, even when I'm tired, even when nobody's watching, and that's when it really counts, when nobody's watching, by the way. That's how you train yourself to act from identity, not emotion. 3, make it hard to fail. Leave your book on your pillow. Lay your gym clothes the night before. Uninstall one app that eats your time. Reduce the friction between you and the things you need to do. 4, Find accountability. That's bigger than you, rather it's family, your ancestors, or your future self. Find someone to answer to, because when you realize your discipline builds more than just your life, you move different. 5, celebrate the discipline, not just the results. This one's important, man. Y'all have to celebrate the inputs, not just the outputs. Most people only feel good after they see results, but the secret, you reward the process. Show up 3 days in a row. Celebrate that. Choose the gym over the couch. Clap for yourself. That's how you rewire your brain to love the journey. You don't have to just take my word for it. Let's bring in some timeless voices. Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence. Then it's not an act, but a habit. Not a feeling, not a mood, a habit. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, talks about identity-based habits. This goal is not to read a book. The goal is to become a reader. You see the shift? You're not just trying to get something done. You're trying to become something new. And then from the continent, of course, there's another Kenyan proverb: little by little, the bird builds the nest. That's discipline. It's not flashy, it's not viral, it's just consistent. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I used to wait on motivation all the time. If I didn't feel like it, I wouldn't do it. Simple as that. And my results showed it. It was mediocre, inconsistent, all over the place. But when I started leading into discipline even a little bit, everything shifted. I started waking up at the same time. I built rituals. I tracked my wins, even the small ones. And over time, the structure gave me something motivation never gave me. That was momentum. Momentum gave me confidence, and that confidence gave me clarity. So now, even when I don't feel like it, I know how to move. And so can you. Let's end with this. If you're tired of starting over, if you're tired of feeling stuck, if you're ready to build something real, then forget waiting for motivation. Build discipline, build a system that works when you don't. Build a version of you that shows up no matter what. Have an accountability partner like my free Discord. Because in the end, that's how legacies are made. So don't be stuck and done forever. Let's learn and grow together. It's Hef.